Hi everyone, Mary Pat here, and today I'm going to be making a layout using a Chic Tags sketch, and this is what it looks like. What grabbed me was the 4 photos, because I happen to have 3 photos that I printed, and they're 3 by 3, and I thought this would be really great. I could add 3 photos and then a 3 by 3 square. Now, the problem came in with that for my paper for Chic Tags, all I have left are scraps from a previous layout that I made. So I just kind of I save everything, so I even save a strip of paper. So I have to kind of fit those into my plan on the layout. So I'm going to start off with a piece of white cardstock, and then I want to add some misting of the gold, because there's a beautiful gold in the pattern paper. So I'm going to be using my Heidi Swap Gold Lame mist, and so I put it in a box, and then I'm first kind of just spritzing some of the gold on, and it didn't come out bright enough for me. So instead I'm just going to go for the droplet look, and I know I'm going to want the droplets all in the top portion of the layout. And so I just kind of want to give it a good splattering all around. And so now this is going to dry because you can see there that it's very wet. And so I just want to, I'm actually going to zap that with the heat gun. And so now it's time to kind of play around. I know I have this one big sheet, and on this it shows that there's really not any, where pattern paper goes, so it's all just whatever. So I'm going to kind of stray from the sketch, and I am just going to kind of come up with something. Now I've got this right there, but it kind of blends in too much, and so here comes the little strip to the rescue. And I can tuck that behind there, so then you've got the white pattern paper then against that. I wanted to add a lot of sewing on here, so I sewed 3 lines, one on the pink, then one on the little sequin paper, and one at the bottom. Now it's time to play. My favorite sheet is I like that chevron with the gray against the gold. But my favorite is that cloud paper. And I have like that little, I don't know, it's not quite 4 by 6. And then I have this triangle. And I'm trying to see where I would use it, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to use that. So now I just have these to go down. And so what I was thinking is kind of making a mat for these photos underneath, and kind of make a layer the pattern pieces all around to make that mat, so that the pictures are right behind there. So just kind of seeing what goes, and so I like that. Now I think I'm going to kind of come in and put the clouds, because I have to use that, I just love it, and then kind of like put this green someplace. I might as well just use all my scraps. And so I don't really like it on the bottom, and so I think I'm going to tuck it underneath these papers to and I'm liking that. I like how like the left side is a little off and then the right side is a little off. I kind of like that. So now now I have a nice mat for my photos, and now I'm going to be placing them on there. So I've got the 3 photos, because trying to see, I think I'm going to put them kind of like in the center of this new pattern paper mat. And then I have a spot there where I need another 3 by 3. Now I do have this large sheet of pattern paper from Chic Tags, and it has the gold in it. So I'm going to make a 3 by 3 card with that. And so I've got that there, and I'm just going to tuck that there. So I have the basic thing of the sketch. I've got the 4 photos, or the 4 squares, and so that's the main thing. Now, one thing that I really like about this is that it's got some arrows, and you know me, I love to include some stamping. So I've got my Some Odd Girl stamps, And this is one of my most used sets. So I'm going to be using that long chevron stamp, and I'm using my Jenny Bolin ink. And this is Weathered Vein, and I love this color. It is a wonderful gray to kind of tie into the gray chevron paper that's in the mat. So I'm going to be stamping that right above the pink, and I like that pink and gray on the right side, and then I'm going to flip my stamp, and then on the left side I'm going to point my chevrons going in. So we have that again, strain a little bit from the sketch, but still just so I've got the idea in there. So I really like that, and now it's going to come down to just gluing my photos down and placing them on there and getting everything all set. Now comes the really fun time where it is time to embellish the layout. And so I have lots of different types of the Chic Tags embellishments. So first I have these kind of word bubbles and arrows with great sentiments. I've got these little journaling cards, and I've got these little circles that say wonderful, fun things on there. And I've got the flare, and then finally I've got the awesome, awesome wood veneer with that. And I always have to include some wood veneer on that. So if we're looking back at the sketch for a reference, there's kind of like a sun and a bubble there. And I think I'm going to change the sun, and I really like this spring because the Easter egg hunt is in the spring, and I think I'm going to kind of make that as my sun with that. And then I've got to come up with, it said the speech bubble. I really don't want to do the speech bubbles, so I'm going to go back to my favorite and with these clouds, and so I get to use these. I'm going to cut out a couple of the clouds and put that on there. So I've got these and put those kind of right by there, and I think that looks great. It carries through with the pattern paper, ties it all together. So now I need my journaling square, and I'm going to go back to these little 2x2 cards, and I really like this one that says noted, and I'm going to put that there, and so that I can include some journaling on that. And now it just kind of comes down once again to more embellishments, and I'm going to go with some more wood veneer. And I like this special day, and I thought I'd put that kind of like right in the center there. And then I really kind of picked out some of my favorite things, and I have this right here, again with that chevron or arrow to kind of tie in with the stamps. I thought that would be a great fun in. Sorry for all the noise. I've got like a house full of boys running around, if you can hear them. So then we've got Such a Good Day and kind of like a tab. And I really like fun because this was a fun day. And I was going to put it up there, but then it blends in with the gold from up above. So I need to do something. I'm trying to figure it out, and I just don't like that. So I'm going to switch this up, and I'm going to move the little tab here, and I'm going to put that on top, then the special day, and then with the word fun underneath. And I kind of like that with that, and kind of tucking it under there. And that looks really good. There, I finally just trying to find the right spot for it. And I like that. So now I need to kind of just try to just add some other little embellishments on there. I've got this little title and or sentiment, and I definitely have to use a flare since it ties in with the pattern paper that are there. So just kind of, again, I keep everything on the acetate so that you can move it around. So I'm just trying to kind of look for something. I love tucking things behind photos and everything, just trying to find out where it goes and have the amazing. And I really like that. I just can't seem to find a spot for that. So I'm just trying to play around and see. And again, that's what most of the scrapbooking is just trying to find the right spot for your embellishments. And there's no right or wrong way. It's just whatever you see that that you kind of like and where you're going to put it. So again, just still trying to decide. I've got the visual triangle. I'm starting with spring, going down to special day, and then going down to the end with that. And so just trying to find where to go. So I like everything there. So I think what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be gluing everything down. For my wood veneer, I always use my glossy accents, and I just put a little line on it, and my special day. And then I am just kind of fiddling here. I really like this stamp that says Enjoy from Some Odd Girl, and I really want to include it someplace. And again, I'm just kind of moving it around, see what I like. And I ended up stamping it at the bottom of the Noted. And so I think I used that as the same gray. And so I think it looks good. And so now I'm just going to add some journaling. And then glue that down. I think it looks perfect the way it is. I'm glad I got another stamp in there. And again, just tying that gray and carrying it through. So putting that down, and now it's just kind of gluing everything else. So here we're referencing back to the sketch. You can totally see that I changed a lot of it, but that's the fun thing about working with a sketch. You can do whatever you'd like. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and please like the video to show YouTube that you like my videos. Bye!